And we can just dance the night away until we can no more. Shake all the hurt away so you can feel and forget who you used to be. For just tonight, could you just dance the night away?
Right. There we go. So let's see. Got 1 point to use. I'll save it for later. Did I get everything here? Looks like I did. Okay. I think I gotta start the day. I think we've got everything. Okay, so we just have like a few more potions to go. It looks like we have 4 more potions to go. I'm trying to get through 2 of them today in the game. Do I have any on me? No, okay. Let's see. There's this one. I think this one has to be on the wind. This one could be an oil, I think, or wine, one of the two. This is a weird one. Okay, let's do this one real quick. I think we can get that. It looks like they went up and around. Like they went up this way, came back around to flying, came back down this way, went to acid and necromancy. Okay, so see if we can get one of these potions done before I start the day in the game, like the shop day. So I'm feeling a little groggy. I took a nap and I was really relaxed and I'm still kind of waking up. I'm happy and content at least. Just groggy. Okay, I wonder... That corner is always so awkward to get into. So I'm wondering if I should go up and around. This is good, but I don't know if I could... Try to debate if I wanted to try and get up and around the top, or if I wanted to go around this way. But yeah, we'll go this way. I don't know if that's going to be too tall. Yeah, it's a little bit too tall. Just a little, though. Wait, can I do this in 2 potions? Basically get this? Well, outside of the salt. I have these for salt, but, like, it almost looks like I could. Yeah, we'll do this, I think. Alright. Just debating on... where's the purple mushroom? Okay. There we go. I was like, there's gotta be one that can work. You kind of go up a little bit. Okay, there we go. That almost would do it. Might actually just be this one. The most be the most wisest one. Okay, take my headphones off. My ears are. It's hard to hear. There we go. Much better. Oh, let's see. Okay, do I? Yeah, I need to go up a little bit more drastically. Oh, right, works. Have I used any of these portals? was trying to get to go. Let me see here. Debating on whether I should go, if it's worth going down and back out, or if it's better to. I really want to test this with Whirlpool goes, but I'm a little scared to do that. Actually, hold on. Let me do something. I'm gonna go in here. We're gonna save this one. I'm gonna put this one down here. Okay, where is this one? Is this one here? Yes. We're gonna change this one, and I'm gonna do this. That way, I can use it to get back up, and we'll experiment that way. Because I want to experiment with these portals here. I feel like they take me other places, but I can't remember. So we'll come back to them after I've had time to kind of see. Sorry, I was trying to yawn. Stretch my jaw a little bit, and I was trying to be quiet, and just like, this isn't working. Okay. Could do this, but I don't really want to do that if I can help it. I don't really want to go straight down. I guess this is the probably best I've got going on here. It just kind of puts me in the bones, and that's kind of why I was like, I don't know about that. Okay. Oh, nice. I was expecting that to take me more time to get out, but it didn't. That's great. Now, that's cool. Let's go. Let's get out of this way. Let's get out of Dodge. We need to get up to this other side. I think this'll do. Actually, let's go down like this. Maybe. So I was debating if this would lower me a bit. I'll give it a shot, I guess. Because I have a lot of this. Nah. Kinda yes, a little bit of no. Probably didn't need to use that one, but it's okay. I think what I can do is... There we go. It's not great, but it worked. It did the task. I think we need... Is it fear that we have to do? No, it's wings. Something else. Let's see if we can... Oop. Give me that. I'm gonna use this to pull it down a little bit. That way we're not bumping stuff. Okay, cool. Okay. Might... Sorry, I'm trying to grab the crusher. I think I can kind of, yeah, adjust it a little bit. And there we go. Yeah, maybe. Hold up, I want to get it to there, up and over. Oh, come on! Don't pull the map. I just want to get over a little bit. Okay, and then we'll do that. Maybe? Yeah. There we go. Nothing too crazy, that works. I wonder if I could... I wondered if maybe I could use this to get out, but I think I'm too straight for that. Ooh. Good if I kept it in there. Inside the little stirring bit. Okay, there we go. Pouring. I need to get to this one, the acid, and then necromancy was? Such an odd one to do. Alright. The other one's gonna be really difficult, I think, to get to. Okay. Alright. I'm surprised that I've used this one a ton, but I'm surprised I have so much of it. I'm only growing like one right now. It's pretty cool. Okay. Straight down. Where's this one? Yeah. I have thoughts. Okay, yeah. Yeah, there we go. Straight down the middle. Who knew that would work so well? Actually, that might work a really long way down. Maybe not all the way down. It'd be cool if it worked all the way down, but I have a feeling it won't. Ooh, we'll grab that book, because why not? Maybe it would work all the way down. Trying to... What? What? An SCP? What are you talking about? Who's wondering this? Your Team Fortress 2 friends? Those aren't people. Those are SCPs. Those are anomalies. That's not... Okay, those are normally Eldritch Horror type stuff. I'm not an Eldritch Horror. I'm just... Oh my god, no. A normal one? Well, like, I gave my character 4 arms because of 2 reasons. One, I don't see many VTubers who've got multiple arms that aren't insects. And I thought it was cool. Secondly, if you're a slime, why the hell not? Like, you could change your shape any way you want to. It's also what gave myself a tail. It's like, why not? It's fun. Also, it looks really cool. And if I could have any special ability as a person, I would want multiple arms. Because then I could get multiple things done. Or at the very least, I could hold my drinks and snacks while I gamed. That's why I picked those things. Was because I was like, if I could have anything... Well, like, because I can... Okay, here's the thing. I can blindly hold stuff. Like, I can blindly hold, food and whatnot with a controller. My biggest issue is that I can't eat or drink at the same time doing games and stuff. So, it's fun at the idea of, like, being able to at least do those things. It was also meant to be a way of showing that I have, like, what some of my hobbies are. Like how I do the drawing and stuff. As well as, playing games and drinking coffee and stuff. It was just meant to, like, show the different aspects of the things I like. As well. It was symbolic. So, like I said, if I could have anything, I'd want to have multiple arms. Because even if I couldn't use them coordinatively wise, just because of my ADHD... Carry things, you mean? Yeah. Well, and I thought the tail thing would be funny because I feel like... You know how I'm full of shit. So I thought it'd be funny if she has a tail there because she was trying to make herself look like a dragon or act like a dragon. And she just isn't. You know what I mean? You know, like those butterflies that have, like, eyeballs on their wings? It was like that. Like, she attempts to look cooler than she is because of insecurities, only to be like, nah, you're lame. That's what I was going for, was the, I am so powerful. Don't look too deep into it. Also, besides, like I said, if I could have arms, multiple arms, I could have multiple tails. I also thought it'd be fun that if I wanted to do other costumes or something later on, if I ever managed to have the time to draw more stuff, I could theoretically draw her with any kind of body augmentations that I want. Like, if I wanted to give her wings, I could do it theoretically. I don't think she could ever fly, to be fair, because I don't think she'd be aerodynamic, just because I don't think most people, like, humanoids would be dynamic. I think you have to change your entire shape for that. Okay, here's the thing. Reincarnation of slime is not a good comparison, because it's not real. I know, but I was making the comparison that a real humanoid body can't, we can't use wings to fly, per se. Glider, sure, but that it comes down to, humans, you have to have a wingspan of your body length and then some to be able to take flight. I ended up doing a research on it because I was curious one time. So, like, that's the reason I didn't do it, was because in order for you to have wings, you'd have to have your body length at least on each wing to do that, because that's why birds are, the majority of their body is their wings. It's not a bad complaint, but I didn't like the idea of that because it didn't seem like something I'd want to do. And yes, why, it's magic, and I can make the complaint of the argument, oh, it's magic. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to have some little bit of, like, science to it, and a little bit of something to it. I also didn't want to be, like, when it came to wing choices, you have basically the bird wings, and bat wings are the most common. And I didn't want to be mistaken for a demon, and I didn't want to be mistaken for an angel. And if I do bug wings, that's fine and all, except that it's not, easy to try and do those types of wings because of, like, the designs and things. Like, butterfly wings are extremely, what's the word I'm looking for? To me, it kind of comes off very pixie-like, and I didn't like the idea of that. And I couldn't think of any other cooler wings that would have been, good, without it coming off as being a pixie, a demon, or dragon combo, or an angel. And there's a lot of those people there's a lot of people with those kinds of settings or features on Twitch. And I want to stand out, because as weird as it is, you kind of need to. I'm trying to look here and try to find something I can fit this to. This one is such a weird combo. What is this? I'm gonna do this one. We'll do this one. It looks gross. Let's make this green, actually. Let's make the goo green. Yeah, let's do that. Nice and nitro green. Yeah, no, I just wanted to make a character that stood out without being the same old stuff. And I wanted to make it to where she wasn't so... another thing I'd noticed with some Twitch streamers and some people that uses that, some of them are really a lot. Like, they're a lot on the eyes. And that's another thing, too. Like, getting overwhelmed with a painting or a drawing is also something to be wary of. I didn't want to do that. Where'd that go? It's something to be wary of, because you don't want to overdo it. If you do too much or have too much on the screen at once, it can be really hard on the eyes to, oh, there it is. I was like, where did it go? It can be really hard on the eyes to, like, catch all the details, There we go. For whatever reason, there just isn't that many, like, I thought, like, there'd be 3 spots. I guess. I mean, maybe if I stick them out like this, but I don't want to do that in case I can use them. It's fine. But yeah. So I was trying to make it to where my character wasn't overwhelming or underwhelming. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and put this in. Which one was it? It's the weird one. Okay. Into the tube. Alright, we're gonna start the day. Let's go. My fish. Someone asked me to make them armor that protects against magic. To do this, I need to make a potion with similar effects. Why do you need a potion with similar effects to make an enchantment? Like, isn't that the whole point of magic? Don't you have, like, textbooks and scrolls and crap? No? Okay, fine. I mean, to be fair, though, joking aside, this isn't a really bad mechanic. This would be kind of cool, actually. You know what? If they had an alchemist or potion crafter that made liquid components to spells. And then you had, like, a scribe that did, like, paper things. So a wizard would go to a scribe to get spells wrote for him to save energy. Like, he could do it himself by spending hours of doing it, or he could go to a scribe to do it. And then you could go to the potion to get liquid-based pro. So you'd have the paper, the liquid, and you might have like the extra add-ons. Like that could be like a jewelry. It could be maybe I was gonna say meat, like sacrificial meat, but I don't. I was thinking like a chicken or goat meat, but I think it would be really funny if you see a wizard with like a slab of goat meat on the table trying to summon something awful, and the demon comes in and is like, "You're supposed to sacrifice it alive," and then the wizard just looks down at his plate and is like, "I can cook it for you if you want." Like, you know what I mean? He's like the wizard's very confused, and the demon's just looking at him like, "Fine, whatever, it's fine." You know what I mean? Because the idea behind, like, well, at least the like fantasy aspect of summoning demons. Let's be real, it's not like it's all like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of the word. Dramatics behind it is that you're supposed to sacrifice an animal or a person. You know, because it's the soul they want, not the meat. But I like the idea that the demon just was like, "What? You know what? Fuck it, whatever. Fine, this is close enough. Whatever. What do you want?" Alchemist, do you have any healing potions? I could use one. I don't like potions that are in this base oil. They have a strange consistency. See, I can see oil potions actually having a weird consistency. But yeah, I mean, like, that would be kind of a cool thing in games where your spells, in order to unlock them, you'd have to, like, buy the paper for it, but you'd also have to go buy the components for it, like potions and items and things, and craft them, and then after you've done it, then you can load them up into your slots like ammo, you know? My head really hurts, and it's keeping me awake. Do you have anything that can, some kind of sleeping drug that can help me? I mean, okay, I have stuff, but if you're having, like, if it's, like, keeping you up, is it keeping you up because you aren't sleeping? Or is it keeping you up because you, no, it's a woman. Or is it because you've got, like, underlying conditions? I'm gonna completely ignore you. But, like, yeah, I feel like headache is an indication of something else going on. You know? Is that a symptom? Oh, I didn't know that. Aneurysm being that. I was thinking more... I know, but I didn't know that was related to that specifically. I was thinking maybe they were having anxiety or oversensitivity, because sensitivity in the senses can also be a symptom of something. I have a relative who gets migraines really bad, and it's all sensitive. It's like light related, so she has to go like sit in like dimly lit areas or in her like room in the dark to kind of like every now and then she'll socialize, and then she'll wander into the room and close her eyes, and rest a little bit. So if sometimes she talks to you, she closes her eyes and nods with you. It's just because the lights are getting to her, and it bothers her. At the training, I always stink like a pig, but I don't have enough time to wash. Okay, that's gross. There's a freaking river almost everywhere in this area.
Hold up. See, back in the medieval days, our rivers were very dirty because people were shitting in them and pissing.
Well, I mean, she's like on the she's like out training, so I'm assuming she's near her home or her training thing. So she's also probably got access to washing basin, you know?
The only thing rivers I can think of would be like one's upstream.
Well, I'm saying she says she's training, so I feel like she's at least in her training house, or if she's part of a night order, they probably have their own water. So I'm like, go freaking take a bath. Maybe I could mask the smell of something. Oh god, no, perfume. I don't like this base. Wine. Make a potion with a different kind of base. I'll pay extra. No, you can't cover sweat up with perfume. It not good. It not good. I'm sorry, sweet pea. Even a potion of magic. Also, I just realized this one has. Oh yeah, I was wondering what the deal was. I was like, why do I have 2 of these? I still think I need to make this one better. Like, no, sweetie. That's not kosher. It not kosher. I guess we could make a wind one and see about doing it that way. I know that during the medieval times, and this is kind of a medieval themed game, that it wasn't ideal to always be able to bathe because hygiene was not a thing. It was not a necessity thing or a noted thing. But I'm also sitting here thinking, like, we live in the modern times, so I can't unthink it. God, I would hate to be that. Like, I like medieval fantasy, but real medieval, I don't think you do it. Like, not even just considering the hygiene part, but like real medieval time, being a woman in that time frame would have been awful. Would have been awful. And I don't mean like in the sense of like you get to stay at home and take care of the kids or like the female role like that. Because I don't think some of those roles still exist in modern time. But my problem is that no one respected the women back in the day. You were just another piece of furniture that they could steal during raids and beat when they wanted to, or divorce when they wanted to, or cheat on you when they wanted to. You were just part of the aesthetic. And I'm just like, I'm kind of glad that I live in a modern time where people are a little more equal. It still needs to be working out. I think still we need to kind of like balance it out a little bit more. I feel like sometimes some things socially are just more kind to... I was trying to think of like how to get over... I guess I could still do this. We'll just do this. I'd kind of just rather be in there and not have to worry too much than mess with ingredients being perfect. But yeah, like being in the medieval times, I think anywhere in history would have been really difficult. Don't get me wrong, people still disrespect women now too, but there's a difference now. Women have rights, women have representation in most cases. Like, obviously it depends on where you live, but in the United States at least. And you do have to argue your case, granted. So sometimes it's a little hard to argue your case with the he said, she said situation. But at least you have that opportunity. I hate to say it, but a lot of people didn't have that opportunity back in the day. Granted, though, it's always worth trying to make sure that we are keeping up with the time, if that makes sense. Moving forward and not backwards. There we go. I was trying to get the wording correctly that my brain wanted to go for, but I couldn't place it. Sorry, I'm trying to see if I had anything. What did I use last time to get up here? Was it just the purple mushroom? Okay, I've used this. I can use this one. I just need to get up and around. We'll go down a little bit that way. I think I've gotten up this canal a lot easier, a lot better before. I just don't remember how he did it. I really do need to go down a bit more. Yeah. I don't want to like be touching these walls if I can help it. There we go, because we're going to use salt to try and... Because she doesn't have a salt intolerance. So we're going to try and use the salt to make a better potion. More money and stuff. It's not really a bad recipe, I guess. It's using a lot of ones more than anything. Oh, good. I was a little worried that was going over because I was blabbering on about how medieval times would have been horrible living. Fantasy is fun because magic, but... the real thing. Not the base reference for it. Oh my gosh, that wasn't a thing that happened in school. I thought was really funny. We were a reading class. It was a reading classroom. I can't remember exactly what I can't remember exactly what the topic was at the time. We were, oh yeah, this is. My teacher, we'd finished the paper and stuff. We'd finished our like resources and stuff on it. And I'm actually gonna go all the way because I don't think I need this, but I have a feeling that I might because I need to turn this. Our teacher was asking us, hey, you know what? This because we were doing our work, and while we were working, we were all paying attention to stuff. He's like, you know what? Let's have a conversation while we're doing our work. If anyone's wanting to talk about it, he goes, how many of you would want to be in the book that you're in currently, like you're reading? And one of them was like, yeah, I'm in a book about medieval knights and stuff and blah blah blah. And a lot of us were thinking on it because it was like a literature class. That's what it was, literature. And our literature class was talking about it, and he was like, so how many of you would want to be in the books you're reading? And I'm like, no, I don't want to be in any book that I've read. And my teacher looks at me and goes, do you want to elaborate? And I looked at him dead in the eye and goes, no. He looked at me very confused, like, what? You don't want to elaborate? I'm like, absolutely not. And he's like, I don't think I've ever seen you look so serious before. I'm like, I will absolutely not explain why I don't want to be in my books. And someone in the back goes, do you read dirty books? I'm like, I read the books from the library. I did not answer his exact question. And they're like, oh, okay, so why? And I'm like, I just don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to do that. There we go. And my reasoning at the time, but I didn't really elaborate, was that a lot of my books have tragic deaths and just generally lots of drama. Specifically drama involving like the big bad and the heroes going and fighting the villain, and then they don't get as far as they want to, but they make a little bit of headway. It's a lot of back and forth. It's a lot of like drama. It would be very stressful living in those times. Another thing is that they normally have a dark theme to them or a dark history in them, and it's just not like something I'd want to live through. Alright, we're gonna watch videos real quick, so give me a second.
And we can just dance the night away until we get no more. Shake all the hurt away so you can feel and forget